Turn 13, not a bad turn, but what I was fearing happened. The Independents attacked me from the quest, and they killed the 2 larvae, but they got killed by the rest, so now I've got no larvae left. I have to produce new one. I am able to settle a new city, which I don't know exactly when it will be. Let's check the replay to maybe learn from. And then yeah, I cleared 2 sites this turn. So as expected, the larvae do some blight damage, do significant damage to the wisps. But then I guess that just phase kill them because they've got only oh yeah, 3 defenses. The issue is I wanted to evolve them. Oh, they don't even crazy. They don't even phase, which is weird. So one just attacked me and did 22 damage. I survived, but then due to the static shield I died, taking 10 damage on the static shield, which usually does 5. This time it phase 15 damage, 25 damage, sorry. Yeah, I put some experience on them to try to evolve them, because then I might get Insectoid, but they died, so all the experience is wasted. Alright, I am then can't fade anymore, so it's just going to be killed by the baby Reed Serpent, I guess. Yep, takes 2 blight damage. A small mistake. What the... Sorry, I was entering the combat again. I posted the video. I made a small mistake this turn in terms of gold management, because I had 40 gold, something like that, but I forgot I was about to clear 2 sites, and in the 2 sites I got about 40 here, and then here I sold the reward, which was a White Witch stick or something, which gives Frostbolt, then an item which gives Urban Concealment, but I already have it on my lead and it's not that useful, so I just sold them, and there was like 20-30 gold. I sold it for 120 or something, and so now I've got enough gold, and so I could have bought that hero sorcerer, which would have been useful because then he would have been able to move 1 turn earlier, and instead I said not now, and I will propose to join next turn. Oh nice, yes, lifesteal, but it's a sorcerer, so he's not going to do a lot of combat to use his lifesteal. So at my throne I'm building the winged drone, and then I cancel, actually I can put it back. I cancel the royal queen, but I can put it back. I'll see next turn I can cancel it if I've got festival, which is I think impossible when you are content and you are not at least at 200 happiness. You need to be at least at 200 happiness, I think, to have festival. But if I had festival, then I would get possibly the royal cocoon produced in 1 turn. So it's when you have very happy cities, it can make sense to have 2 things in your building queue so that you can get 1 for free. But I'm probably going to need to cancel the royal cocoon to recruit the hero, because next turn I've got nothing to clear, and I need 140 gold to build the royal cocoon. I'm at plus 51. I will get plus 20 from the gold mine, 10 from the gold mine, and 20 from the trading post. We'll be at 81. That should probably, yeah, I'm going to lack some gold. Yeah, so what I did was bring the Cuco and bring the Termoid with my army. I first cleared the gold mine, which was, sorry, the Magma Forge, which was easier to clear. I took some heavy damage on via the Shadow Brood, who was already injured at about 22 HP. Actually, almost died. I'm not sure why he didn't die, because I think they could have killed it, but instead one of the engineer went for the Cuco, I think, which is a bit weird. Usually they prioritize hero, especially if they can give a killing blow. Anyway, so then I didn't bring VR to the second fight, but my leader, who was not able to level up on the previous turn, did level up here at the Magma Forge, and so I took Nourishing Meal and Awakened Spirit, and because he's level 3 now, so he unlocked some stuff. And where is it? Anyway, yeah, Natural Healer. So now I've got fast healing on all my units, which is good because I'm just struggling with my health points. Maybe something to mention first, yeah, about the item. You see, I'm not equipping it, so I don't have the Urban Concealment. The reason is I like to have my enemies ignore that I have the item, and then I can equip it at some point. Because if I equip it now, they will see in the unit panel that I've got the item, and then I can just disappear by surprise. Yeah, so I did this fight. Let's have a look at it. It's a pretty tough fight, especially without my hero, because they've got 2 tier 3 units plus 2 human priests, which are pretty annoying. Can heal, can do a lot of damage to my units, don't have spirit resistance. And oh shit, I'm stupid. I thought it was half-bodied. I didn't see them properly, so I could have played better. I thought they had first strike, but actually no. So the plan was to stall as much as possible, to use Awakened and I just realized a very nice synergy between Druid and Insectoid. So Awakened Spirit, because the Insectoids actually are all animals. I didn't see that before, which is nice for Druid because you can then Awakened Spirit them. But which is also pretty bad because you've got some abilities which can panic animals, etc. And they will be susceptible to that, so I will have to pay attention to that. So yeah, stall to use Awakened Spirit on as many units as possible. Awakened Spirit gives plus 500 happiness and 3 melee damage. So you need to put it on melee units. So it means the spider, the baby shock serpent, and that's it basically. But might be useful on other units. Second thing is it gives plus 500 happiness, so if I put it on this unit, then I get to more than 600. I get to 700 cheerful, and I have much higher chances of critical strike. Whereas this one I would get only to 350, and I would not get that much critical strike chances, but still good. Might be useful. So even if it's a range unit, might make sense to use it. The second part of the plan is split them as usual. Here you need to be to pay some attention to the split, and I think the best split to do here, is to get those 2 tier 3 very dangerous units on one side and the rest on the other side. Kill them. The best actually would be to be able to pick one of this knight, kill it first, and then deal with the rest, but it was a bit tricky here with their configuration. So I brought the 2 knights towards there, and then the 3 other units there, and I also did a secondary split between the 3 other units, taking advantage of the range and the configuration. And then I killed them one by one somehow. Another useful lesson, which you probably know from my other videos, is that you should not be afraid to sacrifice one unit if it's a weak unit, or at least retreat with one unit if you want to keep it. So here I used the Bug Rider to do the bait because it has 36 movement points, so I might be able to keep the bait a little longer. And also it was pretty badly injured, so and it's melee unit, so I thought I can retreat with it if needed. It's not a big deal. Whereas I want to keep my range units and units in good health with me. So here is what I was talking about the secondary split with the range, because this guy can go up to 4, and the only place where you can hit him is there. So I put the spider there just to bait him. He couldn't move there and hit one unit, so he would almost 100% chance that he will move here and try to attack. And then I've got this double split, which is pretty good. So I can deal with this too. And so I used the ranged damage on the Longswordman to try to kill it, because otherwise it would, especially I think it was all blooded, so it would probably do a lot of damage. I had like 50-50 to kill it with the Ogre, but failed, and I should have done that before actually first use the Reed Serpent and then the Ogre. And then the rest of the damage I put on the priest, because then he's double engaged, and anyway he's very likely to heal himself. So I think it's better to use the range damage on the priest, on the melee unit, and not on the priest, because the melee unit, if it's not dead, is going to attack you, whereas the priest is likely to heal himself. With the spider, I considered using the web, but 60% chance, and either it has best morale, actually it's best, yeah, not cheerful, sorry, best. So let's instead just attack, and I did quite a lot of damage. It means either it heals itself or it attacks. It cannot just move away because otherwise it dies in the attack of opportunity. So I'm fine, and the two knights are far away. So I thought, yeah, attacking was the best choice instead of webbing. Because if I web, it fails, it can just move and do some range damage, and I take more damage. With the Bug Rider, I just, yeah, escaped. Unfortunately, I didn't see the conflict, and I thought I could move there, but I couldn't, so I had to retreat then the next time. As expected, the two human priests healed themselves, and then I can just finish them off. Something else to say is the Cuco is doing really a lot of damage on low tier units. It's 331. Now it's leveled up, so it has 431. And so if you have low resistance, it can really do a lot of damage. That's what happened at the Magma Forge. Due to the choking fumes, so I retreat. Choking fumes enchantment reduces the resistance, so I was doing a lot of damage with the Cuco. Okay, so now I've got the two knights. It's not yet one because they have devastating charge, doing a lot of damage. So the best would be to avoid them charging, but it's pretty hard. So instead I set a kind of a trap there to bring the knight, to try to split them obviously, not get the two charges at the same time. So get one knight here, the other one cannot pass because it would need, yeah, because the knight is here and the buildings prevent that. And my hope was that the second one would go there, and then I would have some time to deal with it. Actually, I'm not sure it was a very good plan, because probably he would have been able to attack next time. But instead he went there. So I went for a slightly dangerous solution, but with ways to escape, I think, and I went for a 40% chance webbing, which worked. So now I need not to kill it, otherwise the other knight can kill my baby Shock Serpent. And yeah, give him a target so that he removes his guard. So I give him the Ogre, which is a kind of HP reservoir. Something else, I used the Nourishing Meal only now. I could have used it earlier, but then I would not have healed the 15 HP, I would have healed less on the baby Shock Serpent, so I waited until it was quite damaged, and then I finally used it. So now the knight is not guarding, so I can take advantage of flanking. And I kept the Killing Blow for the Shock Serpent to try to get as much experience on him as possible to get him to mature Shock Serpent. Now I'm using a Decaying Fungi on the knight to be able to web him with -2 resist, -2 defense, to be able to keep the Killing Blow for the baby Shock Serpent. Actually, it's not very useful because as you can see here, I've got other ways to damage him, but yeah, anyway. And finally, make sure when you do a Killing Blow like this that even if you have a fumble, kill the unit. Alright, and finally on the water, because I cleared everything or more or less on my island, except this Warden Barracks and the tomb, which are too difficult for me to clear, I think. So I sent the Reed Serpent. By the way, the Ogre obviously comes from the quest. I sent the baby Reed Serpent to scoot ahead, and yeah, during the Magma Forge fight, I used Berserk from my hero to try to make it easier. It felt, and I also used the Root Spears from my AD, so that's why it takes a bit more time to summon the next animal. Thanks for watching. See you next time.